Hey, the pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Julio booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. Got me drinking, cuz. I don't even drink, cuz.
You're supposed to have a chaser.
We came deep for my birthday, man. Everybody coming up the stairs. Man. We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man.
ClowdyWorld. And it's with a really heavy heart that I have to say that the popular rapper Julio Foolio has sadly passed away at 4:40 a.m. this morning. Now, according to the news this morning at 4:40 a.m., a total of 4 people in 2 separate cars were hit 3 times, and 3 of them survived in the parking lot at a Holiday Inn near Tampa, Florida. Foolio was kicked out of his Airbnb and swapped locations. Now, according to the article, it says 1 person was sadly done in, and 3 were hospitalized in a hotel parking lot. Now they're investigating it now because on the Sunday morning, right in front of the Holiday Inn on East Fowler Avenue, public info from the Tampa police said at a news conference this morning that 2 cars were hit and a total of 4 people were also hit as well. Now this is really sad, man, and a lot of people might not know the impact and kind of what Julio Foolio brought to his city, man. And I want to show some love to the Tampa native and give y'all kind of an idea of who he was before the sad passing. Now, where's Julio from? What's his name, and just what's some basic stuff about him to let y'all know who he is? Well, let's take it back to 2023 when he was first hospitalized after being hit on the night of October 6th. Now, the info about his condition wasn't revealed for a while, but he gained recognition for a single Coming Up that was out there since 2018. Now, First Coast News stated that Foolio was hit in the foot back then on 3100 block on the 18th Street in West Jacksonville. Now, the rapper was immediately transported to the UF Health Center in Jacksonville. He was also reportedly in a car that was also damaged, where multiple fires and hits were done but refused to reveal the circumstances, following which he was injured. You see, Julio's a real one, bruh, and he don't snitch. Now, the news of Julio's hit came only several after some other rappers were also hit in the last few months, including Lefty SM, Lil Tuda, and more. Now, Julio's music has made him a popular face among the public. His real name, Charles James. Julio's been a member of the hip-hop group KTA, and at the time was 23 years old. Now, he's been active on Instagram with more than 900,000 followers, but I really want to give some context that this man was 23 years old, man. His life was just starting, man. And I think that a lot of us have to start. Clout and everything that it represents may not be everything that it cracked up to be, especially when it puts people in these real life altering situations. Now, his posts mostly feature him with his friends on different videos alongside some promotional content related to most of his new projects. But he also operates his self-titled YouTube with over 600,000 subscribers. Foolio has shared songs on the channel and has over 1 million views on almost every single song. Now, Foolio is trending after many headlines, but it's worth noting that he was also a victim in a similar incident in 2021. He later revealed through Instagram that he was hit back in self-defense as he had a registered firearm, and he was previously hit in July 2020, but he managed to escape. All this is showing is that Julio has been in a very active and pretty heavy environment for a while. When a lot of people think of the slums or the streets or even where people come from with this drill era, they think about sometimes the Bronx. Most of us think about Southside Chicago, and even some people think about Atlanta. But many people don't understand that there's been a prevalent drill era in South Florida, specifically towards the mid area of Orlando and Tampa, that's been going crazy. Now, South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Broward County has always had its own issues, but recently the drill era has been captivating North Florida specifically. And Hip Hop DX states that Julio was also stopped by the police and arrested in 2022 again on a charge with window tint violation. It seemed as if Julio could not catch a break. He was accompanied by 2 men inside the car who were also detained, meaning that every single scenario this man gets into, it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Foolio was taken to Duval County Jail and later released on bond. Now, First Coast News stated that he was allowed to travel for his performances despite being put on house arrest. He was reportedly questioned for his friend's passing, which is also under investigation, but the outlet states that Foolio's legal team has questioned the traffic stop multiple times, and one of its attorneys has even taken it further. Now, despite the state's position that the traffic stop was routine and random, common sense and evidence does suggest otherwise, showing that he may have been premeditately targeted. As with a lot of these rappers that come up in South Florida, these South Florida officers be hating, and that's just reality, man. A lot of them don't be having too much going on, bro. Most of the day be boring traffic stops. Like, they just be wanting some interesting stuff, bro. Good or bad or whatever, bro, that's life. But there's a lot of truth to sometimes being targeted as a young man of color with some prominence in South Florida. This happened earlier with Polo G. This happened multiple times with Kodak Black. This even happened a few times with Kanye early in the early 2000s. Julio was later accepted a plea deal in September 22, where he pled not guilty to charges of tampering with evidence, following which he was ordered to serve 6 months probation. Now, the charges imposed for the window tint were removed as part of the plea deal as well. So this man Julio has just been consistently in a lot of smaller issues overall. But how does this kind of get back into him passing away? Well, recently, Julio had announced a 5 to 6 o'clock pool party, which is kind of the entire issue why the Airbnb as a whole kind of went up in shambles. As many people know, Airbnb can be really strict and also sometimes have hidden cameras which can see what's going on. So it isn't a surprise when an artist or entertainer who's trying to have a lot of people in a venue usually gets the police called on them. Is it fair? No. But is it reality? Yes. And it seems that was what happened at first with Julio, as he was kicked out of his first Airbnb to where he had to post on his story and kind of airdrop and location drop a completely different spot. And he even airdropped his direct location in the city of Tampa, Florida, with the location of the place and the property as well as on the lakefront. Now again, this is not to speak on him or to call on him as an ill will or to speak on his intelligence at all. This is only to say as a warning for other artists and entertainers. You have to be weary and you have to be very, very careful with dropping your location. Some of you may not even think so highly of yourself, and I want to really remind a lot of you, as a creative, you're doing something unique and you're taking a chance on your dream. Some of you may think I'm only getting 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 monthly listeners, but some of these people out there can be super fans, or they can be people that have ill intent towards your life, man. You have to be careful with how you're moving in any capacity. That's just in general. When people see people like SZA wearing costumes and things like that just to her own TDE venues and even just to support Kendrick Lamar, they would laugh at it, but people don't understand it gets serious for some of these people. These people are looked at to some other people as gods and deities when they're at the end of the day just regular people with some money or some fame or with some, you know, personal accolades of achievement. That doesn't take away from who they are, but you have to understand that if you have certain things like that, as any level, at any artist, you have to try to move different, because you can't be normal or whatever you perceive as normal or regular forever if you're truly pushing your craft with the passion to make change, because you'll always elevate. You have to move different. You have to associate yourself differently. You can't live in the trap forever, bro. The hood is for good food and giving bread away when you got it. Point blank. You move your family out and you keep it moving, bro. And I'm sorry if anybody takes that deeper, bro, but that's reality, man. You gotta want better and do better for your people. And I feel for Foolio, because someone on his path shouldn't have deserved to go out like this. Now, many people are gonna probably come into the comments and speak on things and say, well, Cloudy, bro, Julio Foolio dissed on a lot of people. He spoke ill on a lot of other rappers. He made open drill songs about them. He made open posts saying he was smoking this person and that person. And I can't say you're wrong. I'm not gonna come on here and try to pretend that this man Foolio is just some saint. But no one deserves to be done in like that, especially with all those people that were innocent that also got caught in the crossfire. We gotta do better, man. Put the hands back up, dog. Cause for a lot of these people, bro, these weapons is just a tool, bro, to just harm people, not to protect, but to harm. And y'all gotta understand that a lot of people that go through these things in the trenches have a lot of issues going on mentally when the ones who survive, bro, who provide and who thrive. And a lot of them have very thin ropes. And you think that's so crazy, but when you see these people pull up and all they get is bumped into somebody, or someone just says something that just bothers them a little bit and they crash out, and you say, oh, they're out of pocket, and that's correct. But these people are literally living in the jungle for real, man. Living in real trench warfare, real survival mode. So I try to always give a little bit of context with that. Again, it's your opinion and your perspective. But RIP Foolio, man. Rest in power, man. And I pray for your family, and I hope you do better. I recently saw a post where his partner came out and said, y'all took my boyfriend from me. I hate y'all, and I won't be the only one crying. Wham Spin the Ben even said rest in power, man. It's a sad day when a Z passed away, bro. ClowdyWorld. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We gone.